Yeah. Yeah, please do throw a like or leave up a comment so that I know who you are. I can credit you guys properly. But yeah, thank you for watching. We are ready to start. And hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Waiting for the widget to automatically connect. There you go. So we're gonna do Arena Cube Draft again, and considering that the price is the same, I might as well do traditional. It does put a little bit pressure to get 2 match wins, but hey, we get to do all the fun stuff, and I'm pretty much doing it here just for fun. So why not? Let some cash in. And also, this event has like about two or so hours left. So after this, I believe we will still get Cube Draft, but it won't be in the traditional format. It's gonna be best of 1. So this is pretty much the last chance for traditional Cube. I don't know if I will have time to do again or not. I probably will do one more shot at Cube. We'll give the regular Cube a try. Also, it's something to take note. We have the standard shakeup event going on, and I have absolutely no idea what kind of deck to run. As in, like, I've been scratching my head. The first deck that came to mind was a variant of the one in MTG Goldfish. They did a Rakdos Party Tribal deck a long time ago. That one was very interesting. I could easily build that one. In fact, I could build the souped up version of it, more or less, with a few odd cards here or there. Other considerations would be like some sort of food deck, like green-black food is a possibility. Well, we don't need the Gilded Goose that much, but we would like to get the other food producers. We definitely are thankful that the oven is still there. We don't get to bake cats anymore, but that's fine. Okay, it looks like this one's gonna take quite a while to load up, but we'll see about that. Actually, no, yeah, like there's a 15-second delay between the stream and the actual game, and I think only one person was the difference there. Hey, hello there. Nice to see you drop by. Do throw a like, or at least let me know somehow. Throw a comment so I can greet you properly. Hey, it's all ready, and I'm ready too. Let's see what kind of so the last thing I learned is that we can't exactly just do it fair. We have to go for broke. We have to go for busted. We'll try to see how busted we can do this time. Not so sure. Hornet Queen is the epitome of busted. Ugin. Without consistent ramp, this is actually more questionable. It does leave us very open. We can take any color, but let's see. Hornet Queen. Actually, I do want Hornet Queen. There are some sweepers that I have to be concerned of. And this is triple green. Well, it's super late game, but something to look forward to. But you know what? Everyone does Ugin. Let's try Hornet Queen, because let's try the cards that I probably will not be able to try usually. I get to play Ugin anyway in Dimir Control. Okay, we also get an Uvenwald Hydra. Does search out an extra land. We are in the lookout for things that ramp though. Well, Glorybringer is also something that Paradise Druid is a way to ramp, but this is not exactly a card you want to first pick. You want to get this one back later. Glasspool Mimic is a consideration. Gravebreaker Lamia, if there is some reanimation strategies, I should be on the lookout for that, but this card might come back later, so I'll go with the Uvenwald Hydra for now. So we're basically trying to remember which cards come back. Like, if we can get the Lamia to come back, that means a reanimation strategy is possible. We should be on the lookout for cards that reanimate. If some of the blue cards come back, we can be on the lookout for some of the ramp effects. I believe that are possible. Starting off with the most expensive picks, not usually a normal strategy. In fact, I could have just waited for this to come back, but well, we got a Gilded Goose. That's one way to ramp. It's also a very good early start. Cast Out's good removal, Mount to Feed. Vizier the Menagerie. You spend mana as though it were any type to cast creature spells. That's actually quite decent. I'm tempted to take the goose, but I don't. Again, ramp this early. We're gonna leave this as a litmus test. There was a Paradise Druid earlier. If that one comes back, that's a signal. So we're kind of gambling a bit, but we are sticking to green right now. Is mono now multicolor is very viable, but if monocolor is and we are in the best color that to hit other colors, so we can. So we solidify ourselves a bit on green so that any land fixing, any mana fixing that happens to be in green, when they do come back, we are more likely to get them. Phylat, that's very good. Garrick's Dryad Green Seeker, not so much. Now this is a way to get. Now this is a way to get stuff back from the graveyard. It's double black, something to consider. But I tried Phylat last time. It was okay. Let's try Liliana Waker at the Dead. It's essentially controlled, but but if we're gonna get her to work. Also looking back at this video, yeah, we're not exactly passing quite a bit of black, so it's possible that we are not getting much black right now from this rate, but we might be able to solidify a little bit later. So we're on the lookout for ways for cards to be discarded, ways to fill up the graveyard. Since we have Amonkhet, that should be plausible. Queen, Hydra, Vizier. The Vizier is probably the weakest pick. It's the most interesting one, but okay, we got Shelter Ticket, we got the Dragon Skull Summit. We don't exactly have red, so not something for us to rush into. Captain Lannery Storm is a sort of ramp. I'm tempted to actually take it because it's an oddball way to ramp. It's also not the best pick. I might actually just go Abs and just take the Fairgrounds Warden because that's some sort of removal. We also have Gifted Aetherborn. Actually, we'll stick with Aetherborn. Let's keep things simple. That's definitely removal. Although this time we do have the we have to be very careful because now we have oddball mana symbols. Our previous draft deck, we were able to get away with a lot of things because we had like what two mana symbols at most, as in 2 colored mana symbols at most. Here we're kind of all over the place, so that might be a problem. There, I might be forced to take a golden egg just to. Little Form Engine's great, but I don't think we're gonna have time for that. I might as well just take the removal, since we literally have only like 3 pieces if we count Hornet Queen, but Hornet Queen is not exactly the best form of removal. So we are looking right now at early black start into green. It's gonna really hurt. It's really the comeback at the when we get our first pack, when we get the pack we open back. That's the one that's considering. Okay, hold on. I saw Woodland Cemetery. Wow, looks like it's all lands here. I'm definitely taking this one. We're probably gonna get another land back, or maybe Feather. But definitely taking the Woodland Cemetery. I could also take a Maze Mind Tome, but considering the number of mana symbols we're working with, I probably should prioritize Woodland Cemetery. I should prioritize. I should probably Temple of Malady if it's there. Basically anything with green black. Which means the 2 Trilands, Indata Triome and Ketria Triome, the Abzan and Sultai ones. Okay, fine. Well, there's another piece of removal. Find Finality. Hinterland Harbor. If there's a... I probably should take this one first. Yeah, because this is a sweep. It's a sweeper at the back end. Though I should be on the lookout if for blue cards, because well, actually not necessarily. What I really should be on the lookout for are red cards, because I know I pass a pack with black red and a green red dual land. That last pack we're net. Okay, so we do have Okay, so a lot of red came back, so that's something to consider. I don't want to take either of these because of the symbols. Rimrock Knight's a bit on the lower end. I'll probably just take the Black Bloom Rogue because it kind of doubles as a land, and it's a creature, so that should help us a bit. We got Stomping Ground back. We also got okay, so we got quite a bit of blue back. I don't exactly like any of these. I think what I can do is I can speculate by taking the Stomping Ground to see if it opens up any options for us. Because none of these blue picks, they're interesting, but they're not super great. So I'm gonna... I'm basically using this to open up the possibility. Like, if I see something really busted in red, well, that's not it. None of these are it. Actually, we got nothing really back, so it looks like we're getting severely cut off on green and black. So we're probably in a world of hurt right now. We got like a few good picks, but nothing to really support it. And okay, there's a blossoming defense, but yeah, it looks like none of the color fixers came back, so everyone is drafting green X. That might seem to be the flavor. Actually, there was a video from Limited Resources on Arena Draft. I didn't watch it yet. Maybe I should have. Well, Landry Storm came back, so Stomping. I am open to throwing the Stomping Ground in. It's kind of ramp. 3 mana generate a treasure total for next turn. Okay, the Giant Killer's more likely to wreck us. And yeah, Feather came back because that one's really hard setup. So what do we... Well, Oracle's ramps. We got Lightning Strike. Actually, quite got a lot of good red. Okay, so here's another thing we can consider. We can consider going green, black, red. We may have to consider ditching this as a plan, so we may want actual reasonable cards. Like Oracle Moldaya is really good. It's just really soft also, but still really good. I have to decide if I have to decide right now. Do I go for the ramp plan or do I pivot right away? This is also a 4. I'm gonna pivot right now. So that means Hornet Queen's a bit out of consideration. Midnight Reaper is very good here. Oh wow. Well, there is no Jun Triome. I kind of knew that. We will get one of these two back probably. We might even get the Pathway, so that's also consideration. We got removal on Bloodchief's Thirst, but we also need to have... Yeah, this helps us draw cards. I'm taking this. We'll probably get the removal so back. Hey, looks like is everyone on break? No, hold on, I'm kind of busy on the draft. Basically a group of my friends we're looking to see if we can start another RPG campaign now that everyone's on break. Savage Stomp, not Dragon Master, Outcast. Super late game target. I'm more willing to play Angurius because it's a safer one, but wow, the mana. I'm really thinking hard. On the bright side, I could just play this as a regular 4-drop with Reach and Trample, which is not too shabby in itself. It's either that or just a... We're not exactly ramping with lands, so yeah, we'll take the safe pick. That's kind of what did me in last time. Oh wow, I wish I was in white, but that's fine. Young Pyromancer makes us want to look for more spells, which we don't quite have yet. But well, there's a Dread Wanderer, which can keep coming back. And can be annoying. There's a Horn Beetle, which not exactly helping us. We don't exactly have that kind of deck yet. But I think the Pyromancer is more likely to buy us time. So, okay, got a Ram True, we got a Dual Caster Mage. Which of the Moors if you gained life this turn, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Well, if we had Scavenging Ooze, that's something I'd look forward to. We're actually more likely to lose life than gain life. We only have one way of gaining life. I probably should just take the safe pick in Solemn Simulacrum. Kind of wish we got into blue now that we're getting Growth Spiral, Pact of Negation. Take the Solemn Simulacrum. Captivating Crew. Agony. Well, there's one reanimation spell. There's also a Phyrexian Arena, which I probably should take. Like, I actually have 2 reanimation spells, though we're more likely to need this one more. Do we have a way to discard cards? We don't actually have a way to discard cards, so that's also awkward. Take the Phyrexian Arena. Definitely taking Rada. Oh, Ox is also a possibility. Helps us discard and draw. Okay, now there's our card discard outlet. But I'm gonna take Rada. But I will take Escape. That is draw 5. There's an Elysian Caryatid which helps us ramp, but I'm probably gonna just take the Escape instead. So we're once again green. We're once again more in green red. The black. We're still heavy on black, but some of the like we got Double Vision. None of these cards really speak to us. Yeah, this was the what was expected to be left. I'm gonna take the Cliff Top Retreat on the odd chance that we get Unburial Rites back. We got this one back, that's for sure. There's also Deem Worthy as removal. I'm gonna need the mana fixing more now. So I actually might want to reconsider these double black cards. Got one white source that I don't really want to run into. We have a Solemn that helps us, but that's about it. We have one guy that seems to have disconnected and is never going to come back at this rate. Our creature base is suboptimal. Like this one's interesting, but it's not that great. I might have to put this one in just to keep the symbols in check. But yeah, having the double black, have the double green, the triple green, that one's really messing us up. We don't... Well, Young Pyromancer produces tokens, but that's about it. Hidden Stockpile. Yeah, we have some semblance of white. So at least... So if we start opening more busted white stuff, we can... We may have the option to bin black like what we have. We have 5 cards in black. It's a shame to pass up on Liliana, but we may have to consider that. Yeah, we may have to consider binning black. In fact, but the problem is, let's see, what do we have for red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, Escape to the Wilds is good. Okay, got Fearless Fledgling, so got Heliod Suncrowned. We got Settle the Wreckage, which is very good removal. We have Sarkhan, which helps us. Fatal Push is also it's decent removal in terms of cost. We're not exactly life gain deck, so Heliod's not really helping us. Sarkhan's more likely to help us. Settle the Wreckage is more likely to help us as removal. But oh yeah, we also have another card, Find Finality. Yeah, we are all over the place.
I fight with a dragon's rage.
I'm gonna jump ship. Now the reason I'm thinking of jump... Okay, Tajik is fine. Since we're actually more aggro, we're actually more willing to put those. Okay, we got enough lands to mix. Anointed Procession, but we don't exactly have token generation. Well, we have Sarkhan that generates tokens. Young Pyromancer kinda generates tokens. Okay, now these are starting to come up. Wolfville Haven kinda generates tokens. I probably should just try to play Great Henge because that is card draw. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. Like, oh yeah, Hornet Queen generates tokens. Hey, you know what? Since I'm kind of all over the place at this point, let's go for it. Let's pivot a bit. Let's see if we can get the Anointed Procession to work. Like, Anointed Procession into Sarkhan making two dragons is pretty fine. So let's see. Rishka helps us. Imperious Perfect also makes tokens. So that's Legion's Landing if we need to go early. We don't... Well, we only have one other Elf in Rada, but we can also get Rishkar. We might get Rishkar in the rebound. But this one just makes tokens by herself. Well, there's Legion's Landing, but that one is so... can be all over the place. Sigil Sword of Valoron also makes tokens. But I need more creatures at this point. We're gonna go for the Imperious Perfect. We should also be on the lookout for spells. Like, okay, Spike-Wheel Hazard, kind of. I'm actually gonna take the Kinjali Sunwing. It's a flyer that can buy us more time just by stalling our opponent out. So okay, let's do it. Instant and sorcery check. Only 3, so Young Pyromancer not exactly doing it. And in fact, we got what? Blossoming Defense as one, so that's not quite doing it. Well, Escape of the Wilds will do it. So we are on the lookout for more instants and sorceries as well. Giant Killer counts, so that's technically 4. Bomat Courier, Shock, Kazul's Fury. This helps us draw cards. This one... There's a chance we get this back. Oh, I would love to get Wilderness Wreck back. Okay, let's go for the Shock. We got Phoenix of Ash, we got... Okay, Abrade's very good. Platinum Angel's really good, but I probably would rather just take the Abrade that can deal with it. Let's see, do we have any other way of answering it? Not really. I might just take the Platinum Angel because I'd rather... Well... What are the odds I run into a deck that runs Platinum Angel? Okay, so... I don't really want another 7-drop. I'm not exactly accelerating. We're gonna take the Abrade. Angel Sanctions. You may exile, so that's actually a good take. There's a Lotus Field to help us. Turn Timber Symbiosis. I'm gonna take the Angel of Wait. Okay, Harmonious Archon is great, but it does... Oh, it also makes tokens as well? Actually, Embalm also makes tokens, so I'm gonna take the removal. So... Interesting. Well, there's a Magma Jet also. There's also a Heliod's Intervention, which... I don't know which one I would want more. 14 and 8. We do have sideboards, so I'm probably going to take the Intervention. We don't exactly need to fill out the... Okay, we actually got Settle the Wreckage back, so there we go. So... Oh my, our mana's a mess. Yeah, our mana's really a mess right now. Like, okay, we have a double white, a double red, but at 5 it's fine. Yeah, the double white at 4 is kind of the iffy one. Let's see. I'll take the Bestiary. It might have a home somewhere. Like, we might end up like, what's a low impact spell that we have that Actually, it's hard to say what's a low impact spell. What we need are actually Well, sword came back, so that's an option. Like if I... Well, if I need more creatures, actually. You know what? Sword is nice and all. You know what? Let's take the sword, let's be honest. I probably would prefer the sword over... Even though Isamaru is such a good boy, I probably would prefer the sword over it. Let's take Gutter Bones. Let's see, we also have... Okay, if we need another creature, we have Feather to redeem, but that one's even iffier. Okay, because Zeus Fury did come back, so it's a good thing I didn't take that early. So we have a... So we can actually cut two... let's assume that we may need to switch to black. Although I only have the Woodland Cemetery now. Oh, we got the Turn Timber Symbiosis too. So we got an additional land out of that package. And hey, Jericho was here a while ago. So thank you very much for liking that video. So I wonder how you are doing. As far as I'm concerned, if I have to measure how I'm doing, it's what it is. Okay, so let's fill out the lands first. At least we got these, so we have some good options. Now we need to see. Like, I can cut 2 red sources. No, in reality... Okay, I said 2 red sources, but in reality, I'm probably only going to cut 1. Slip these 2. Then I need to cut 2 other cards. So I need to look for the low impact cards here. Like, I can afford to cut 1 creature. Probably the Fearless Fledgling. Yeah, this one feels super low impact. I'm probably more willing to cut that one. It's great early game, but that's about it. Then I need to Oh wait, technically I have 1 more land, so I can actually just cut a forest. So the 5 plains, is that correct? So I actually feel like... Well, we're not exactly ramping. We technically need another green, but well... So we're more white-red at this point. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. So I don't know how well this looks, but we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna see how this pans out. At the very least, we get all 3 games anyway, so we're gonna go for it. But yeah, we ended up in the 3-color deck. The mana could be better. If I had known this was gonna happen, I probably would have prioritized the Gilded Goose and the Paradise Druid. Okay, we're fine here. So turn 1 scatter. So we only get to play on turn 3. Most likely I play Lannery Storm just to kind of ramp us into stuff. I might play the Mountain next because that's where our 2-drops are more... Well, depends. We don't exactly have to show it quite yet. Opponent signaling double black. I would rather play Radha with Blossoming Defense backup. Okay, got ourselves a treasure token, so we have that safety. We can even sack the token to protect Lannery Storm if we feel like we ought to. For our opponent, I want to see... Oh, opponent didn't even pay for it, so... Looks like... Yeah, Woe Strider. So, Woe Strider is fine. So, I actually have options here. Since I still have a land, I'm not incentivized to play Radha yet. Oh, there's a Soul Lamp symbol. And once again, as long as Captain Lannery Storm is still making making treasure tokens, we actually have Blossoming Defense up. No. So next turn, I might consider, if I don't draw a land, I may consider playing Radha. Let's see. Hopefully our opponent spends quite a bit on the removal. Opponent definitely on mono black. We have to assume a lot of removal, so... Murderous Rider... Premature Blossoming Defense... Well, no, but at least we got rid of this. And more importantly, our opponent doesn't get to cast it back. Okay, hit the Giant Killer. So that's an option too. In fact, I may need to decide if I want to go for just the escape or just go for the another land. I think I'll go for the other land. Not go for the knock on wood on the other land. Opponent goes for the village rights, draws 2 cards. That's fine. I was expecting something like that. So yeah, we'll just play Radha. Oh, we do have a land, sort of. Another land. Okay, so we're kind of golden. So next turn we can just play Escape to the Wilds. Well, our opponent's probably gonna remove this now that we used up our Blossoming Defense, but that's fine. Opponent might have to decide between that and Angel of Sanctions at this rate. Opponent knows that we can. This does not get trampled by itself, so I am very willing to just take the damage from this one, even if our opponent pumps. Even if our opponent double pumps. This looks like what? No, this is 5 mana. So another thing to consider is next turn we could also just choose to play Solemn and leave up Giant Killer. Especially in the face of Knight of the Ebon Legion, that's also a possibility. Opponent goes Obosh the Prey Piercer. He can't exactly swing. Okay, no. Wait, so if I escape with this one, you may play cards exiled this way. Oh, okay. We hit another land, so that's an option. Okay, Anguirus doesn't do anything. Anointed Procession. So if our opponent doesn't block, I just go for Anointed Procession. If our opponent blocks, I have the Abrade as backup. And our opponent knows it. I will lose Captain Lannery Storm, but she did a very good job. So this is 6. My opponent's doing some serious math, like if he can survive 1 turn. Okay, he's doing that block. We're gonna snipe Obosh right now. Nope, does not have first strike, but we did kind of clear the board, and yeah, we'll end the turn there. We're probably gonna lose Settle the Wreckage. Our opponent's not gonna attack at that point. Opponent's hit 6 mana. What big drop do they have? So what are my options? I can mutate to say bump. Oh, never mind. Opponent concedes. So knowing what our opponent has, it's a lot of mono black good stuff. Probably has quite a bit of removal. So cards like Valoron is not gonna cut it. Birth of Meletis buys us time. Our opponent did not seem to play many artifacts and enchantments, so I don't have a reason to side in intervention quite yet. Procession's interesting, especially if our opponent's playing a color that can't really punish it. Well, technically, actually no, our opponent can actually punish this now, so I'm going to actually... Yeah, and since we are on the draw, I'm going to sub in a Birth of Meletis so that we... Basically, I'm going to sub in a Birth of Meletis because we know our opponent is sufficiently aggro that... And since we're a turn behind, being able to kind of draw extra cards is helpful. If we had more removal, that would be great. I don't see a reason for us to put in... Well, we're definitely not going for color. If I ever put in... Yeah, if I ever go for green-black, I probably will have to decide whether to cut the white or the... No, in this case, I'm more likely to cut the... No, we will cut the white. So, this is super sketchy. We got a Sunwing and that's it. And I don't have that many green sources. But I'm gonna keep this. We got 4 mana. That's... should be enough of a starting point. Opponent leads on Even Legion again. Okay, and my Hubris is gonna catch him. So let's see if we can hit the Lightning Strike. Does our opponent have this? Opponent has sort of an aggro curve, but we are in trouble if we don't draw a green source for turn 4. We're definitely taking quite a bit of damage. Opponent probably just pumps. Oh! What's there? A tree drop? Dark Dusk Legion Zealot. Okay. Okay, we did hit the green, so that's some good news. So unfortunately, we can kind of block these. We can't really block this. Opponent just eliminates. Okay, that's fine. And this grows because I took quite a bit of damage. This is a vampire. This is okay, so the problem is this one will continue to grow, and that might be an issue. This one is going to be out of reach next turn. I need to decide, because I can also just... Yeah, I'm just gonna ping that now. This could kill me in 3 turns, unless I could take out the Dreadhorde Invasion, in which case it stops growing and there's no risk of lifelink. Opponent hits a Woe Strider. Okay, so we hit our green mana. I need to decide if I want to just play Vizier, which can block these off but not this, or if I go for the Escape. You may play an additional land this turn. I'll play Vizier for now. That's probably not right though. Okay, so Solemn. Does our opponent have... I'm basically trying to see how much removal our opponent has. Yeah, this is already out of reach. Opponent sacks that, takes some damage, but we're taking even more. Yeah, I don't know if we can still make it. Like, if I cast Escape... Yeah, you know what? Let's go to the next game. That was very slow. I need to see if I have... Well, we now know our opponent does have a Dreadhorde Invasion. If knowing that I have Gem Razor, is one card enough, a good enough reason to side it in? Probably not. We're now on... Yeah, I'm actually gonna go for this again. Yeah, I think... the Anointed Procession plan is interesting, but it's really a bit... We don't produce that many tokens to merit it being main deck. Okay, we do have the colors. We are kind of slow though. Actually, we're very slow. Well, opponent did take a mulligan, so that's kind of good news. Now, the only reason I'm keeping this is because we do have all colors represented. Could use another white for Angel Sanctions. But yeah, this is very slow. That's probably going to be our weakness now. If our opponent has the... If they open again with... Okay, they did not. So I can open on Solemn next turn if I... Opens in Dreadhorde Invasion again. So we will see if our opponent has anything worth lightning striking next turn. They probably do. Let's see, Woe Strider? Okay, we'll hold. Got the Hornet Queen, but that's gonna be quite a while before we cast that. So I also need to decide now if... Because this also hits non-land permanents, I need to decide if I want to go for green or white. Probably go for white. If our opponent has removal for this, that's kind of fine. I will... If we hit another land, I might even go for Vizier Lightning Strike if that happens. Let's figure. Definitely draw a card. Giant Killer. So, well, we can actually just let this grow. So I'm hoping to hit another land because I want to play this. Otherwise, it will feel odd if I play this. Preferably 2 more running green sources, but wow, this is really super greedy now that I think of it. Opponent runs Knight of the Eastern Region. We hit Great Henge. We did not hit a land. I actually want to hit this one first. Because if our opponent's tempted to grow this, I have Giant Killer as an option. If our opponent doesn't grow this, I will still have it available for next turn. We'll see how our opponent goes. They are... Okay, did not expect the rank. So we will probably have to discard something. I might actually just discard the Hornet Queen because we're way too... Oh, they didn't let the... No, they didn't go for the discard. Okay. So... we will hit the... If I had another green source, that would be perfect, but right now it's not looking like that. Opponent definitely has removal, but we're kind of stalling our opponent out at this rate. Opponent's down to 2 cards. If our opponent doesn't have anything, they're just going to swing with this one. It's going to be a painful take, but I will have to take it. Opponent's looking for a way to remove. Does he have a way to pump it? I don't think so. Also, our opponent does know we have settled the wreckage. Well, not in hand, but they know we have it on deck, so that is a possibility. Actually, the Ifnir. Okay, whenever you cycle, put a... Oh, so I need to actually snipe this first. Hold on. So I'm actually willing to just block let the Knight of Even Legion come back, because, well, if they take it out, we're dead anyway. So let's hoping our opponent doesn't have the removal. If they don't, we can kind of survive off on Hornet Queen. We will definitely chump block this. So non-token, so this will not trigger this. Opponent doesn't have... Yeah, I probably want to go Hornet Queen at this rate. Especially if I don't know what our opponent has in their... Yeah, we have to kind of go for the Hornet Queen. If our opponent has a way to sweep the board, then, well, good for them. Wow. Also, I just realized that I might be here for quite a while. That's probably the disadvantage of traditional. So many possibilities. Let's take... Command the Dreadhorde brings back Angel of Sanctions. Oh, come on. I needed that one. Okay, I got it back. So this has lifelink. So I may consider mutating onto one of the tokens. Just to put an end to the Dreadhorde invasion. Kinda wish I had a way to end the token right now. I also don't like the idea that I'm forced to block this one and give our opponent 6 life. Well, one thing I can do is I can just cast Escape to the Wilds. I will have the option to still have the option to mutate. Because I... Okay, hit 2 lands. I really don't know what our opponent's last card is, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. Yeah, he knows I'm gunning for the Dreadhorde invasion. Eliminate. Okay, so we got that one out of the way. Actually, I could just swing with this one. Yeah, take out the Rankle because it's Not so relevant anymore. Yeah, opponent's gonna try to reset their life total. Because he knows next turn I just played this Sarkhan Sunwing. Opponent has enough cards to buy back Woe Strider. And I need to save these tokens somehow. Yeah, I definitely want to play Sun. Okay. I'm gonna play Sarkhan first. Also, if our opponent doesn't swing with this anytime soon, this one's gonna tick him down. Yeah, he has to go for it. Yep, opponent resets their life total, but at least we answered the zombie.
We begin. Your end has arrived.
I actually want to play Radha because she's a threat and she's a threat herself. And this is like 2 mana to tap target creature. Okay. Hold on. I want to see if our opponent is willing to trade their Woe Strider. Okay, that absorbs 2 damage, so good job, I guess. He can sack them both, in which case, no, he just takes the full 4. Which is also fine, I guess. Yeah, this is going to be a very long video if at the rate these games are going. Well, this game would have ended a lot earlier if I did not draw this 1 extra forest, so thank you deck. So opponent is going to take the full 4. It's got trample. Okay, sacking that because it's not relevant anymore. He's really looking for something. Oh, he's even sacked that. He has one answer, so he's really digging for it. Can't be well, Languish wipes the entire board, keeps him alive. And I guess I can Angel of... Could also be looking for a way to answer Direction Obliterator. Yep. So our opponent went mono black because of this, but yeah, it's a good thing we got that Angel of Sanctions. Okay, so we actually got our win. Whew, that was a very long... And that was a long, hard-fought one. Let's see. Wow. Oh, yeah, we got it. Okay, so we get our money back if we win if we win 1 more match, and we go positive, and we net another 2,000 gold if we win the next 2 matches. Well, there are only 2 matches left at this point. So yeah, definitely playing first. Definitely keeping this. We got all the mana. Because those Furies starting to look like some... Well, it's fine. And we got Lightning Strike turn 2. We will be 1 mana shy of Escape, so... Yeah, Escape's looking good. The only caveat here is... We kind of are reliant on... We're kind of reliant on double white because of Angel of Sanctions and Settle the Wreckage. see if our opponent... Okay, so it's non-combat damage, but our opponent is playing black, so destroy effect like that, it does hurt our opponent a bit. So next turn, we don't have much pressure, but neither does our opponent. Might as well bolt this one now because we have allowed big creatures. The last thing I want is for Death Touch to be relevant. Okay, we've got Angel of Sanctions. Again, yeah, the mana is an issue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can actually just play these two. Messian Hornbeater. I also have to do, I probably will end up winning. Oh, I'm gonna end up losing the Brave. The alternate plan is I lose the Vizier and just go for... why not? Because I'm gonna lose it. Yeah, I would have lost it to exile. I don't know if that was relevant or not, but no, just get it out of the way. So next turn we can just have the perfect start making perfect tokens. We got Angel of Sanctions as backup. If I can draw Anointed Procession, that will change our plans. Opponent has Inscription of Ruin. Okay, so that. So it looks like our opponent is removal heavy, so we probably should be playing more creatures. Yeah, no real rush quite yet. We're down to well, we drew quite a lot, so. How many lands we have? 5, 9, 10. Okay. Yes, and I probably should hold on the Angel Sanctions. I don't know why our opponent probably has a lot of 5 mana stuff, so that's probably why they're holding back. I'll be so annoyed if it turns out our opponent just has a way to make us discard 2 cards. Okay, this is gonna be quite a race. Okay, opponent is holding back now. Opponent not exactly in counter colors. They could have a wipe. So you know what? We're gonna hold. Opponent has 5 mana. There is no way these are all 6 drops. There's a 6 drop. Yeah, my tokens are better than your tokens. I'm gonna hold back the Scattered Groves, you can cycle that. I'm really concerned about the possibility of a board wipe at this point, so maybe playing the Hornet Queen was a bit too early. Opponent has 7 mana now. Took them a while to get a 6 drop, so I'm expecting another 6 drop at this point. There's no way this is all lands. There's a Selvala. Took you long enough to play that. Wait, though these two actually came late. There's a Gifted Aetherborn, so we can actually... It's not greater, so that doesn't draw you a card. Ugh, another land. Ooh, the 90 Procession came late. And it draws me a card. More lands. Yeah, so this is lethal if our opponent has no answer to this. Vraska's Contempt. Exile, so well, they still need to answer the flyers. Yeah, they need to answer at least one of the flyers. Gargaroth does answer it. Draws our opponent a card. If I hit... Do I have removal this big? No, just even more lands. Wow. So I now have to play this. Opponent forced to block with Elder Gargaroth, so... And they will get the benefit of... I'm gonna assume the gain 3 life. There. Yeah, that buys them a bit more time. Yeah, kinda drew this one a bit late. These came out first. And Vraska's Contempt on the opponent going through the removal motions, so that's something to consider. Yeah, ground combat's kind of dead at this point, so do we hold one back just for this one? Questing Beast. Well, we can't hold back for this. We need to hold back Giant Killer for this now. So... Yeah, I kind of want to trade. I need to draw a card. See what I can get. Okay, shot kind of sounds good. Kind of wish I... There's the Captain Landry Storm. Interesting. Okay, so the plan here now is tap down Questing Beast. If our opponent taps to attack with this one, we're all clear to... Well, opponent starts taking... Well, they have to start taking out the tokens. Yeah, I really wish I had a way to reanimate now. So, wow, down to 12 cards. I think my... Do I still have... How many more 5, 10, 11, 12, 13... 14... There's our... Okay, Radha's good. Sarkhan's also good. Oh, Sarkhan's very good. Opponent probably should block with one of those. Okay, so yeah, next turn we got the Sarkhan, we go for the double dragon. Never thought I'd say that, but well, there you go. Alright, Green Seeker. Yeah, I kind of dismissed that one. It goes for that, sure. I'll probably just take the 2. Well, I could just... Now I can actually just kind of hold these back now because our opponent's going to be reliant on gaining life. I could also swing at this one just to eat the token, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Or we don't. Just hold back. Basically, I don't want our opponent to have the idea of swinging with the Beanstalk Giant also. Also, if he swings with the Aetherborn, takes it down to... Okay, each player discards a card. Opponent probably goes -3.
Seize the day, my minions.
Also, the lack of reach means we can just plus Sarkhan, because our opponent can only deal with one dragon. I don't think they can deal with both. If they have no way of gaining life, we got this. Oh, so close. How much time left? Wow, we only spent quite... Opponent is forced to nuke one of the dragon tokens.
You can scream if it hurts too much.
Opponent has fatal push for the other... Oh wow, okay, they have to fatal push for the other token. Resolve. Well, at least we forced all the removal out. That's the good news. And we can just rely on plus Sarkhan now.
Come on!
Yep, no dragons.
Listen to them roar!
And how many lands is this? It's way more than yours, I guess. And we're gonna end that shenanigan right here. So our opponent can start ding. Well, actually, no, they can't. We. And yeah, probably.
I summon you!
Yeah, we get to snipe. We have to snipe Liliana. We also have to start eating off these tokens one by one. Oh. This is gonna be a while. Yeah, no need to activate this. It's already very clear.
I'm a survivor.
And reach. Yeah, resolve all. I'm not gonna bother searching. Okay, and gonna decline. So I actually have the choice of I'm probably just gonna +1 Sarkhan again because well, it depends. It looks like, I don't think our opponent will. If our opponent has to wait to nuke Sarkhan, they will nuke Sarkhan already. Shoot Triad. Okay, so the ground force is going to be an issue. It's a good thing we got settled the wreckage right now. So for those tuning in, well, this game has been going on for quite a while. We've been holding back our opponent's stuff quite reasonably well at that. Yeah, actually this game already. Opponent has no blockers anymore. So we got our... And this is just game 1 of the second match. So I'm gonna be here for quite a while. Hey, oh hey, hey Jericho, thanks for liking the video again. So yeah, we got there. Well, okay, so Yeah, I don't see an out for our opponent here. So we're definitely... Yep. On to the second game. Anointed Procession is really great. Okay, what are the cards that are... Our opponent has quite a bit of removal, so that's something to consider. They have quite a bit of ground creatures, so Find Finality is actually tempting. It's just getting the one black. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this, but... I don't have a way to search for a swamp, so... Wait. No, I do have a way to search for a swamp. So we're going to... So we're only making this change because... Phylat, Questing Beast, basically we saw our opponent have quite a few creatures. A lot of them are in the vulnerable X4 range, so... We're going to keep that as an option. A lot of our creatures are also vulnerable at X4, so it's really an emergency reset button. Also, but we can also just use the find option if our opponent did. But we're starting to see the biggest weakness in our mana. Like, we have to really consistently hit all those colors. If we don't hit those colors, we are in big trouble. The last game of the first match, that was one example of that. Our opponent took away our Great Henge. If we did not draw a forest at that time, it was all over. Opponent is taking their time sideboarding. This might be a completely transformational sideboard, in which case... Well, I don't exactly have that option. I only have a few cards I can side... I only have a few sideboard options, and they're not all really that great. Always remember to hydrate, especially if you... Definitely keeping this one. It's awkward, but we have our colors. If we get land flooded, so be it. But okay, we are getting land flooded, so all of a sudden the Scattered Groves looks better as a tap source. So we get, okay, Resolve Enforcer. So we're going to see if, well, we have Shock as an option, we have Abrade as an option. It will really depend what our opponent plays next. I'm definitely gonna cast Shock though, because the Death Touch is annoying by itself. If our opponent has Village Rights for this, well, so be it. It accomplished the goal. Giant Killer is now an option. So because of that... So if it's going to be the same as last time, we're going to be taking quite a bit of damage from this, so don't panic too soon. Also note it took our opponent quite a while to start going. Like, they didn't, most of their plays were like on the 5-6 count. So tempted to just cycle this, see if we get action. You know what? Let's do that. We got Furious Perf. So this is basically removal bait. But we kind of have to do it anyway. And I'd rather get it out sooner rather than... Oh, Wildborn Preserver. So not quite removal bait. In fact, we kind of want the Wildborn Preserver to grow a little bit just for this. And we do have a backup Abrade if it doesn't grow that big. Opponent. Opponent has to remove one. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I guess we show up the Woodnet. So this will force another piece of actual removal from our opponent. And okay, this figure? Okay. Oh no, that was the previous match. And we have a Braid as backup if our opponent decides to go for the pump. If they drop a large creature, we have the Braid to Liliana. 2 cards in grave. Okay, that's enough for the minus.
Increase my influence. Don't you just love the smell of death?
Oh yeah. Why do we tap like that? Oh yeah, because we need red and white. Okay, that's fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to triple. I have 4 green already, so let's add more green. If I don't need the sweeper, I can actually just get these 2 back. Opponent will plus this first, so I will have to decide what. Oh wait. So I'm forcing our opponent to block. Okay, there you go. That out of the way. Now let's see. Opponent has a fatal push, so yeah, all the removals coming out. Fortunately, it's gonna take. It's dragged us. This doesn't grow. That's the good news. So I might be forced to just discard Imperious Perfect at this point. Because let's see, as I'm gonna be spending on these, I'm gonna be left with a token. Can't be helped. I could. Okay, and yeah. Okay, so we discard the Imperious Perfect. So we hit even. Okay, we hit our 7th mana, but I needed. Actually, let's go for this now. Opponent discarded the Inscription of Ruin also, so it's going to spend quite a lot just to take out the tokens. If they do plus, I will end up I will have to decide between Abrade and Giant Killer. I'll probably save Giant Killer because that gives us a creature. Freeze to redeem. Now our opponent's making tokens as well. They did not pump it. Okay. So we're going to discard the Braid. Our opponent could have Heroic Intervention, which... Oh, no Heroic Intervention. So our opponent could just keep... Well, they're 1 mana shy of this. We're definitely sniping Liliana. There's no if and but about it. Primal Might uses the token, so... Okay, so we will discard the... Yeah, we will discard the... Discard the Abrade.
I have no interest in fighting fair.
No sword can pierce my scales. Behold!
Yeah. Well, opponent can now start. Well, can start making elves tokens.
I really don't care about your plans.
So let's hope he don't start drawing lands again. That would be really painful. But we can snipe Liliana. That's the good news. I probably should. Our opponent can't exactly attack with the elves tokens as long as we have the dragon up. We will, yeah, swing this way. Escape from the wilds is going to be quite long.
I'll be even more powerful next time.
Try that world sculptor. So we actually need to find a way to snipe this. Hit only one land. This is gonna be interesting. Like 4
to the skies.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the 8 here because if our opponent can't answer either of these, we're good. And we have blossoming we have blossoming defense to protect. Oh, okay, can't really. You can make a copy of the Yep, but they're all 0/1s. And you can use Vizier of the Menagerie to actually snipe the World Sculptor. Okay, the opponent sees that. We got this. Ah, that was close. Yeah, so hot that my computer is starting to have issues. At least I haven't dropped a frame yet. So there we go, 2 match wins. Okay, got the cosmetic, not the actual card. So this last game is gonna determine if we. So this last game is gonna determine if we get it or if we profit or we break even. All things considered, I agree. Yeah, this draft turned out. Well, I got luck. So far, I could say that the mana woes were not an issue. That was the only good thing I could say. I can also say that the Anointed Processions really win more, so that one will always get cut. Okay, we have the plan. Definitely Akum, Hold Up Shock, Lanry Storm. See if we can hit Sarkhan, otherwise we hit Vizier. Lanry Storm's turning out to be really good as a ramp spell of sorts. Well, it's not the best ramp, but it's still ramp. I'll take it. Oh, opponent has a Shadow Spear. Come on, white mana. Come on, one drop. Okay, we got the white mana, so that's the good news. So unless our opponent has a ton of haste, we're probably gonna go. Oh wait, no, we can even go Lanry Storm next turn. Let's see. And this is 2 to equip, so we're looking at Voracious Hydra. X equals 1. Maybe you should have waited a little bit. But we're also gonna hold a bit hold off a bit on Sarkhan. We're gonna just keep a board presence a little bit. Settle the wreckage if our opponent plays a really mean creature. Oh, looks like our opponents might be stuck. Well, if our opponent takes out Land Storm, we already profited, so I'm game with that. Okay, we got Escape to the Wilds next turn too, so we can hold off on Sarkhan for quite a while. Jade Light Ranger. Definitely looking for lands. I think that's gonna get this. Oh, they're keeping on top? Oh no, nope. Got the land they needed. It's a Triome. So we know they are Teamer colored at least. So play a land. Play Escape to the Wilds. Play the Forest. Let's see, if our opponent blocks, we will just Blossoming Defense. Opponent doesn't block, so we're still gonna hold the Blossoming Defense, but we're gonna play the Sunwing. Then next turn, it's Plains, Tajik, Blossoming Defense, and we can actually just pitch to Kazul's Fury. Oh, actually, Cliff Chop Retreat's an option too. Yeah, opponent getting stuck on mana really hurt our opponent. Opponent's going for the Equip. They're probably gonna go for the life gain attack. I might just let them hit us. Let's see, 15. So, this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I'll let them hit us. Because if our opponent has a way to pump this, like, say, then so be it. That's good. Embrex Shield Breaker. Okay. Like, enters the battlefield tap, so hold. Cliff Top Retreat. Tajik. So 3, 4, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Oh, and there's also Mentor Trigger, so we are going to Mentor if we can Jolly Sunwing. And there's no point trying to hide this. This is 10, 11. Oh, wait, no, just sack this. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Got it. Though I can say Escape to the Wilds is really busted here. Okay, so hard to say. It looks like our opponent wanted to play big creatures. That was a Ronus I saw. So all of a sudden, Erebos' Invention and Find Finality are looking very good. So I'm going to actually... So I'm actually going to do that. So we're going to cut Anointed Procession. And we're going to cut... Or cut the blossoming defense at this point. So side 1 land. Let's cut 1 mountain, add 1 swamp. Let's add a nice looking one. There you go. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Because we know our opponent has Ronas, that kind of changes our deck plan. It looks like if I have to use this cube and this draft and the previous draft, it seems like I'm siding in a lot of another color just for power level. Like, so it does explain why Paradise Druid, Gilded Goose, those got cut really early. I think everyone is drafting green, maybe overdrafting green. So me going into Hornet Queen, that one was probably a mistake. But then again, if I had drafted Ugin, I probably, on that one game, I would not have won because I would not have been able to cast Ugin. I was exactly at 7 mana. On another game, I think that was the same issue also. So for all those people that say it's a brain dead 8 mana card, well, you still have to get the 8 mana. You still have to survive up to that point. And if this is my okay, I guess I'm forced to keep this one. So we're binning the shock, we're binning settle. Wow, this is a really well, I guess we're getting paid back for this. Good news is we are hitting our mana. The bad news is we literally just have we're literally just living on a prayer to hit 4 mana for Solemn Simulacrum. I don't have a... So at least I have a Braid as an option now. It's gonna... It's gonna look like I planned it. No, I didn't. Also, the Imperious Perfect, and probably have to just play it just to absorb hits anyway. Now, I need to consider also if I want to get 1 white mana off Solemn, or if I want to just get the... Well, I already binned the Settle the Wreckage, so the only thing that's left is Angel Sanctions. And that's actually quite powerful, so I need to consider that. Yeah, because... I'm not taking any risks, I'm gonna just go for it. And I might as well attack. It's not like our opponent can block it anyway. Well, let's not be so certain. I'm pretty sure if you're running this, you're running a bunch of creatures with power 4 or greater, and those are easy to come by in this format. So I'm probably gonna pitch Solemn Simulacrum. Opponent could also just pump this one, and I would be in real big trouble. So I need to hit 2 running lands. Or hit a way to nuke the Phoenix of Ash. All of a sudden, taking out this Wildborn Preserver doesn't look so smart anymore. Description of Abundance. Okay, we're gonna take 9 damage. We're gonna draw a card. It's not some... Okay, we hit a land, so... But if we can't off this Phoenix of Ash, it's over. Well, if we can't hit 1 more land, it's over. Actually, wait. I think it's over anyway. Our opponent just... Yeah. Our opponent just pumps this. Yeah, yeah, milling twice really hurt us there. Yeah, we don't have a real way to... Yeah, I already... The real ways to... Well, I do have another way. Like, I could say cut Hornet Queen. Because that one's the most awkward one. I could say cut the heavy ones, sneak in the Liliana Waker of the Dead. Then but I'll have to start adjusting my mana. I guess it's doable. I'm still gonna keep the Hornet Queen though, so I'm probably gonna just cut... No, we'll cut the Hornet Queen. Considering the creatures our opponent has, if our opponent hits Ronas, it's not going to save... the Hornet Queen's Prime is not going to save us. So... Okay, this is good. Now we have... So I definitely want to play this one first. Run out into turn 3 Sunwing. It's going to take a while. I definitely want to run this as a land. Now it's our opponent's turn to mulligan. And I can't exactly complain if we lose this match now, because we did get one win off. And our opponent was having mana issues that time, so yeah, we were even. I should start moving around a bit. Opponent might be in trouble. They just mulliganed once. Okay, they... Oh wow, we have options between Sunwing and Tajik. I think I'll run Sunwing first. Ooh. If I can hit another white source, that would be great. But as you can see, all this discussion is if I can hit this source, if I can hit that source. Let's see. If our opponent hits removal, I'll be... Okay, he has removal. Well, it's Thundering Rebuke, okay. Kind of wish I played this one first, but... I can't predict everything. So if our opponent grows this, we actually have the option to use Giant Killer on it. I'd much rather have Settle the Wreckage. Actually, this one did not get it. Rekindling Phoenix. Oh yeah, definitely want Settle the Wreckage. Two. Okay, we did not hit the Settle. Yeah, timing's awkward because I'm gonna actually take quite a bit of damage. Well, at least by doing it now, our opponent doesn't pump the Preserver in as well. So we're basically trying to encourage our opponent to hit us for quite a lot. But all is not if we don't hit the Settle. Yeah, opponent went all in. They're going for the super aggro. So, come on, white source. Nope, it's an Erebos' intervention. So, I have to hold this back to blue. Oh, wait, actually...
Let us fight! Magnificent!
So, I actually have to hold this back for this and trade with this one. Not looking great. Erebos' intervention at least gains us some life, but it's... Oh wow, no, he has a fight. Oh, wait. Hold on. I want him to go for the fight, actually. And he's gonna realize something. Tajik prevents non-combat damage. Let's hover this one here. So opponents, yeah, sees it now. They can swing to take out both. They can still swing to take both out. If our opponent just swings with Rekindling Phoenix, yeah, that makes sense.
Watch this.
Grows that a little bit more. Yeah, I really need to hit that. Oh no, it doesn't grow it. Ember Shield Breaker. Yeah, why not? Yeah, did not hit the mana. Because I'm gonna get hit. Okay, let's see what we have as options. I can play Find Finality, replay Kinjali's Sunwing. This has reach, so it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, this is the one time that Escape to the Wilds does not save us. Well, wait, hold on. I take it back. Escape to the Wilds did save us, but yeah, so at least we don't have to worry about this. I have to worry about everything else our opponent has to play. But we have multiple options. In fact, Find Finality is still an option. I just need to ding down the Preserver a little bit. I wouldn't have been able to take out Preserver. I don't think I have removal big enough. It's still reliant on Settle the Wreckage. If I draw a white source, I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'll be playing full cost for this. So this one's, well, not white. Yep, that's good game. Trample does it.
Watch this.
Well, we didn't win everything, but we won enough, so I'm actually quite fine with that. Yeah, so we had a good run, but we had lots of mana issues. This is pretty much why I prefer not to play Tree Color. But sometimes you have to play the hand that's dealt to you. And I did. So looking over the deck, So looking over the deck again, we did avoid. Yeah, we avoided awkwardness with the Gifted Aetherborn in the Phyrexian Arena, and the Liliana. We kind of forced ourselves to put Liliana in the end, but yeah, that didn't quite matter. Yeah, so in the end, we really have to pay attention to our mana symbols. Settle the Wreckage. Double white is actually fair, but splitting ourselves with 6. Well, 6 was actually exact. That was actually fine. So yeah, we just happened to be slightly unfortunate in that one. But there we go. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Oh wait, let's claim that prize. Let's see what the play is. Marwin again. Okay. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. I'll figure out the deck to run for a standard shakeup. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Have a great week, everyone.